There is one simple habit that'll put you way ahead of 99% of people. It'll give you more energy, burn belly fat off you, give you better mindset, less stress, just a better overall life. It's so stupid simple that you're probably not even gonna believe me. So if you're new here, I'm Jay and I'm a registered nurse, and I'm just passionate about maximizing human performance and helping you live your best, healthiest life. But to put it simply, you are lied to. In a world obsessed with fast results and complex solutions, we've forgotten the power of simple actions compounding over time. The life you're looking for is within your reach. You can change your life, you can unlock your mind, and you can get the body you desire. This is both according to science and also from the evidence I've seen working with thousands of patients. There's one simple hack to do so.
You never get used to the pressure.
Yeah.
You just learn to embrace it.
For the dogs that know.
Expectations aren't a burden. They're a privilege.
I made a decision last night that I would die for it.
So in this video, I want to break down why exactly walking is so powerful. We're first going to view it from a human behavior psychology standpoint. Take a look at how it's a key ingredient missing in both athletes and everyday people alike in aerobic fitness.
Where's the oxygen at?
And I also want to look at some of the fascinating key biology changes. By the end, you're going to see exactly why the simple habit of walking is going to be completely transformative to your health, longevity, and happiness.
These two photos are exactly a year apart. You need to walk. You need to walk.
Wake up, hit snooze 4 times, stare at your phone, roll out of bed, make coffee, look in the mirror, not like what looks back at you, sit in traffic, oh shit, I spilled coffee on my shirt again. 8 hours of unfulfilling work, sit in traffic again, watch TV, pass out, repeat. I don't know about you, but that image of my life scares the shit out of me. We forgot what it means to be humans, to go outside and explore and to hike. It's in our human nature to go see the world. And walking unlocks this. It breaks through the monotony of rotting in bed or staring at a desk all day. The beauty is, when you break up your day with a walk, you're unlocking parts of your brain that make you smarter. BDNF, neuroplasticity, helps keep your memory sharp for a long time. Clotho, gives you more hope, passion, and meaning. Myokines. It also melts body fat, makes you feel better, have boundless energy, and it helps you digest food after a meal so you can let those farts out. That reminds me, never walk downwind of a man who just ate lunch and is out for their walk. One of the reasons I'm so bullish on walking, because of behavior psychology. Now, compliance is the science. Let me say that again. Compliance is the science. So everything that you're trying to accomplish, you just need to stick to it for longer than 10 days. Think about every time you're trying to make a change in your life. Most people will do things for like 5 days, maybe 10 days, and they give up. But that's not how this works. When it doesn't work after a few days, we're like, what the hell, I'm not 20 pounds lighter. Or you're trying to run for the first week and you're like, oh my God, my times suck, this sucks. We tend to make very simple things way more complicated than they are. Think of building new habits like planting a tree. You're not gonna see a flourishing, beautiful tree overnight, but give it time and it will grow stronger and eventually it will flourish and provide more value. You're not gonna feel drastically different after 10 days, but after 10 months, the results will speak for themselves. Another piece of behavior psychology is habits need to be low friction and easily repeatable. Walking is low effort. It doesn't require any setup. You literally just throw your shoes on and make sure you're dressed for the weather. The simpler the habit is, the simpler that it's going to stick. So walking is one of the first things that I would prescribe to anyone who's trying to have a better life. Another piece of behavior psychology is our neurotransmitters, everything going on in our brain. A molecule that is always talked about is dopamine. Dopamine has this positive reinforcement on us. That's why it's so popular in behavior psychology.
Society really needs to understand that operating and getting this chemical into balance is what's going to enable you to actually get focused and stay consistently motivated.
But as we walk, we are releasing more dopamine. Dopamine will reinforce your behaviors. When we walk and feel those minor positive outcomes like clearer thinking, better moods, our brains will associate the action with reward, creating a feedback loop that encourages repetition. On top of that, walking requires almost no upfront investment. Yeah, you could buy some walking shoes, but you don't need those. You can literally go out in sandals. Sometimes I'm just wearing my Birks out for a walk. And another way to make habits stick is just anchoring them to other routines. Like when you go to the grocery store, park at the way back and just walk to the store. You just get a few extra steps this way. You're on a call, a meeting, take it while you walk. Instead of going out for drinks with a friend, you could just go for a walk with a friend. Way healthier. One of my favorites is using a walking pad under my desk because I get to work on things, but I also get steps in. So it's kind of a win-win. and they're pretty affordable. Human psychology always favors achievable goals. Walking gives us these steady, noticeable improvements. Mostly in your mood will be the first thing that you start to notice, but over time you'll start to notice that you look better and feeling better, having more dopamine. It just makes everything else fall into line to have a better life. There's somebody very close to me, a little over a year ago, switched their job to a mailman. So now with his job, he walks so much more steps. So I wanted to ask, while increasing these steps, what have you noticed? What differences have you noticed? He says, I feel more confident in my health. I'm a healthier person. I sleep better. I suppose the exercise helps that. Less snoring. He feels younger than he used to at his old jobs. And he also feels that walking 10 miles a day has helped mental confidence. And on top of this, his blood pressure readings have drastically improved. Now, I want to be clear. I think everybody should have a holistic exercise protocol that involves like athletic lifting, sprinting, jumping, running. Walking needs to also be a part of a holistic exercise protocol. Something that you'll notice, and what I've noticed in my own life actually, is like I could be training for a marathon. I walk up a few flights of stairs and I'm like, holy shit, I should not be this out of breath. And what's happening here is you sort of have an intensity bias. If you're somebody who does high intensity training, you're doing a lot of running and sprinting, but if you neglect that aerobic base of walking, your body doesn't really know how to handle it. It assumes as soon as you start working a little harder than usual, it's like, holy shit, like I need to ramp up. Your brain is almost so used to you at these high intensity levels. So for athletes, it's really important that we also do these slower walking paces rather than, sprinting or running all the time. We've definitely seen the big bodybuilder walking up a pair of steps and they're just huffing and puffing, right? And then I think a lot of everyday people who aren't athletes also neglect walking because they hear that they need to do these complex fitness routines and it's so overwhelming almost. They don't know where to start. It's too complex. The only people that you typically see walking are those hot MILFs out there with their doggies. I of course have to mention just how potent of a fat burning machine walking is. I talked about it a little more in depth in my last video about walking. Fat loss is largely due to hormone balances. The beauty of walking is it just optimizes our bodies for fat loss. It makes you more insulin sensitive. Walking directly after a meal helps stabilize your blood sugar. It influences other hormones like cortisol, which is our stress hormone. And it also boosts dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, giving us better mood and mental clarity, and just having a good day is going to help you get in better shape. Another great piece about walking is how it preserves our muscle mass. So on top of it being a fat burning machine, you're also going to keep your muscles. If you want that six pack, we need to walk more. It also influences our sex hormones, testosterone. When comparing walking to other modalities to treat depression, walking wins every single time. How fascinating is that? So instead of taking Prozac, we just need to walk more. Because of all these amazing things happening, from the psychology standpoint of things to the biology standpoint, such an incredible tool. So my challenge to you is for 30 days to walk 14,000 steps a day. For 30 days, commit to this. I'd also suggest getting consistent sleep, but mark 30 days on the calendar. And when you're done, I want you to DM me the results that you get. Okay? I want to hear back from you. Go to my Instagram, DM me on there, and tell me what you learned. Also, it's probably a good idea to take before and after photos because it is only 30 days, but I'm pretty sure you will see differences even within 30 days. So just imagine 10 months. It'll be a good way to see how much progress you're actually making. But if you like this video, I really think you're going to like this video, which goes deeper on the science of walking. And also you can walk over to this video because YouTube says you're going to like it. What are you doing, man? Subscribe right now. Thanks. Bye.